Hey my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm really excited. This is a review I've been wanting to do for over 6 years. And I have more stuff on the webcam after this review is over telling about my history with McRib sandwich from McDonald's. I'll tell you, like I said, we haven't had the McRib in our local McDonald's since January 2012. I started my channel in January 2013, so it's been a long time since I rock and rolled. So let's go ahead and try this. This was $3.49. Here's a look at the McRib. Like the endorsement will say, oh, the McRib. You got on the long bun. You have the rib patty with the barbecue sauce, pickles and onion. And there's pickle in there because usually 2 pickles and onion on there. Like I said, this is $3.49. Let's try it out. I haven't had one in 6 years. Let's see how it is. It's just as good as I remember it. Wow, such incredible flavor. I love the barbecue sauce. I love the rib. Everything on this is fantastic. I got with a free mix smoothie, courtesy of my friend Joan, who sent me a bunch of things at Wind Ticket. It is without a doubt a full-on 10 out of 10. I love the McRib. So glad I'm finally doing an official review of it for my channel. I absolutely love this sandwich. I'll be back on webcam, tell you what I think. And as far as the mango smoothie right here, it's my favorite of the McDonald's smoothie. That's a 10 out of 10 too. It's a perfect meal in McDonald's. So happy they got the McRib back. So stay tuned on webcam for more information about the McRib. How baby do. McRibby. Yeah, I mean, what part about the McRib review, you know, this will probably be longer than the review itself, is my story, my personal history behind the McRib. And like I said, I think wintertime 2012, or 2011/2012, last time my local McDonald's had McRib. We haven't had it until just now. So it's been like 6 years in the making since I've been wanting to review it. Well, since I started my channel, I've been wanting to review it. And I'll go back to that when I get caught up. I want to talk about my history with the McRib, starting back in the 80s when they first started it. I don't know when they first had the promotion. Someone said 81. I remember getting it a few times. We ate at fast food places off and on, and then we did a lot after I got out of the Army. I mean, growing up in the 80s, we did off and on, and then we went to different places. We went to Ponderosa a lot and places like that, but we did go to McDonald's. Particularly one in Edinburgh, when it was a lot better than it is now. I remember getting a McRib and really liking it. So time goes by to I went in the Army, and I went in the Army November 1987. This will probably be a lot longer than the review I just did of the McRib. And, you know, basic training and stuff like that, and AIT went by. I don't know if they brought it back then, but when I went to Germany, I was in Germany for 2 years, from August 88 till August 90, and they brought the McRib back. And on the post we had, I was at Karlstad, Lucius Concern, and we had one fast food place. Well, we had like other place to eat at, you know, on post, aside from the chow hall. The only fast food place on post was Burger King. And then McDonald's was way down Oslo Scharmbeck. There was like an intersection. McDonald's, across the street there was like H&R Block. And they had like more and more businesses coming up for like soldiers, because this was like a small city. It had a few thousand people, so it was good money. And across there, they had a video rental place, H&R Block. They had a commissary. I think the commissary was real close. The commissary was real dinky, but we had a really nice commissary put in later on, you know. in Garlstead. Before that, we just had like the shop at, and you get a few items there, but not. It was limited. And there was, like I said, a McDonald's there, and it was like a used car dealership, I think. And at McDonald's, they sold beer there. And I never got beer there. They sold Heineken and Beck's. And I thought it was just weird that it said beer don't go with a Big Mac. But now, I would love to have done a video saying ordering beer at McDonald's. That would have been cool for a video. But oh well, no big deal. And they brought back the McRib there. And I told my friend Rudy they brought back the McRib, and he goes, "Oh, that's nasty. That sandwich is nasty." First time I've ever heard anyone really hate on the McRib before. But I thought people generally liked it. And then I heard a lot of other people not like it, but I loved the McRib. I always did. But it's like a love-hate thing, I guess. So after that, I mean, I don't know if they brought it back again while I was in the Army after that time in Germany. Because they bring it back for limited time only. They always bringing it back to my local McDonald's. Well, we had a McDonald's built in close to where I live in '95 or '96. It's a small McDonald's, and they brought it back from time to time. And I always liked the sandwich. My sister, I don't think my sister hated it, and it like really got like cult status. Like I know Homer Simpson did a video talking about that. I guess to the McRib locator or something like that. They mentioned on an episode of the Osbournes, what I used to watch. I remember it was Jack and Kelly fighting. It reminded me of me and my sister arguing back when we were little. And he was like, "Oh man, what?" And the kid's like, "What?" He said, "They're bringing the McRib back to McDonald's." She's like, "You like the dumbest things." Like, that sounds like something my sister would say back when we were a lot younger. She's not like that now. My sister, I had the greatest sister in the world. I really do. Back when we used to argue a lot back growing up. And that was it. And then, like I said, I did a bunch of, I had an old computer before I ever started my channel. I started my channel in January 2013. I had an old computer that Roland let me borrow that before it went crappy. I had it for a few years, and he gave me, it was a used computer, an old computer of his. He gave me like this camera. It was a Mustang camera. I still have that. I don't use it anymore, but I did a lot back then. And I filmed some footage like my niece's graduation and stuff like that. I filmed a little thing, McDonald's said, "Have you tried McRib?" And they had something like the peppermint mochaccino or something like that. Ugh, I don't want that. I'm not into like fancy coffee, like regular coffee, black. And I don't, I got that thing for McCafe product, but if I get McCafe, I'll get a smoothie, which I like real well. And as far as coffee is concerned, it's weird. Like back when I was little, I used to like having cream and sugar in the coffee. And I know Mom used to get Coffee Mate, so I used to Coffee Mate in there. And then growing up in the Army, I started not liking cream or like Coffee Mate in my coffee, but I did like sugar in there. And then after that, I started just drinking regular black, which I liked a lot better. Well, anyways, there was this, one of the mysteries of YouTube was, when I first started, my first subscriber was Tim Sands, and he, I think the second or third subscriber was someone named Francis Zooms, a young kid, and he gave me a shout out. I did a shout out video for him, and, I put on my channel, that little thing in the Alan McDonald's is there, as, "Have you tried McRib?" And I know someone commented and said that McRib was nasty. And, one of the biggest mysteries was he was doing videos. I met him like February of that. And then I think like in June or something like that, he said, "Well, me and my family are going on a summer vacation. I'll be back." He never returned. And then all of a sudden his comments, all his channel stuff was gone. He did a bunch of videos though. He had kept some on, deleted some, like clean Hot Wheels cars. He was a younger kid. And I always ask where he was at. No one knows what happened to him. Hope he's okay. Well, anyways, those comments are no longer there. But I still kept the video response to France Zooms because he gave me a shout out. And that's back when YouTube had the video response. And you could submit that and then they would put it in your video, But they got rid of that. They got rid of video inbox. Then they got rid of private messages on, which really sucked. It's easier to contact people that way. The new thing they have is too confusing. I don't like it. And I sent him that thing and had a little clip of the McRib. Well, anyways, I saw something right here before it was supposed to come out, it said, a while back I was watching Morning Express with Robin Mead, and on the business financial section of it, Jennifer Westover, and I think both Robin Mead and Jennifer Westover are very sexy. Okay, Jennifer Westover was saying McDonald's was holding back the re-release of their McRib sandwich about 3 months to increase demand and sales. I mentioned there's a weird cult following for this sandwich. I still have this comment up. I'm not going to delete it. And that was my response to Fran Zoom's comment, which is no longer there. The weird cult following for this sandwich, and you either love it or hate it. There is no middle ground. I know Jack Osborne, Homer Simpson loved it. Personally, I was a fan of McDLT by the last time they saw it was 1988. I love the McDLT, and they got rid of that. That was a fantastic thing. They might have had that longer, though. Someone said 90 or 91, but I remember 88 was the last time I had that. But I went in Germany. So it got re-released in 2013. And I remember my friend Josh Sorrells. Now, he had his channel still up, but he keeps changing his titles of his channel. I think it's Sorrells, Top Gun Sorrells, or I can't remember what his channel is now. But I mean, I know him as Josh Sorrells. And he did a review of it, and I said, well, they don't have mine there, so I decided to make my own McRib sandwich. And back in the time, they don't have it no more. Sure Fun used to sell these Encore rib patties, and they were like a thing of 4 of them for like $2. And I remember buying that bread and like the barbecue sauce. I like Bullseye. I made my own version of that with pickles and chopped onion, and it was really good. And he mentioned that, that I had that, but I mean, and then he had that video, and he deleted all his videos and started over again later on. And then ever since that, people have been doing food reviews of the McRib sandwich, and they have not brought it back to my McDonald's. And he said, I kept calling him up and said, we're not participating in bringing that back. And it's been going on for a while. I know Robert Dyer, the great Robert Dyer, has a great channel. He's my friend. He was talking about the McRib. He said his McDonald's in Maryland was not bringing it back. I don't know if it might be now, but at the time, I think it was last year, people were doing McRib videos again. He said his wasn't bringing it back. He was bummed out about it. I was bummed out, too, because I've been wanting to do it for a while. So, go back to a couple days ago. I think it was a Tuesday. And it was a commercial about McRib. Well, what? And I was like, oh, man, they're not going to be doing it again. And I called up the McDonald's. I talked to, was it Monday? I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I called McDonald's. It was like after work, like 7:30 when it's dark out. And they said that, yes, we are doing the McRib. And I was excited because they haven't had the McRib since 2011, 2012. I've been waiting all this time to find a review on my channel. I finally did. So I mentioned Robert Dyer, and it's all caught up now. So that's my personal history with McRib sandwich. I don't know why McDonald's wasn't doing it. And then that girl said, yeah, she's real excited. There's a McRib deal going on. I'll probably get that next week. I'll probably do a review of that too. Maybe. Maybe. Don't count me on that. I shouldn't even said that. Don't quote me. But I mean, I hope you like this review of the McRib sandwich. Like, this part of history is a lot longer than my review itself, which is like 3 minutes long. I did like an endorsement. Imitator. Oh, open it up, But I hope you like it, everybody, and you learn something. Well, you don't have to learn something, but I mean a little bit about me and my history of the McRib sandwich. I liked it. I don't know if my dad liked it or not. I think my dad hated it. He said, "Don't give me that shit. Give me something else." I think that's what it was. But I mean, I've been a fan of, ever since McRib, I've been a fan of like the boneless rib sandwiches, like the Fast Bites barbecue rib sandwich. I love that. Pierre's rib sandwich was pretty good. I remember getting it at the fair. So every time I find a new thing to have those barbecue rib sandwich, I always try to get them because I love them. Well, hopefully. I think I had some that weren't very good, but I can't remember offhand. What else was there? That. I can't. Oh, and also the MRE. One of my favorite MREs was boneless barbecue rib McRib thing they had there. And they, of course, they got rid of that and replaced it with Mexican Burrito Bowl, which I have yet to review. I got to review that Emery sometime. But, of course, they got rid of that one, the one I like. And that was the one that had the most views on it. It was like up to 900. Or close to 900. Some of the other Emery reviews don't get many views. I don't know why, but oh well. So I hope you like this video. Everybody, until next time, please. Camera Legion. Now to edit.
I know what you're saying. This ain't Burke Girl. But check out Jason Callan's channel anyway.
Yeah, woo woo woo.
Wrong guy.
Just for you.
Just stop it.
Okay.
Jason Callan, your YouTube channel kicks ass. Everyone should go and subscribe to Jason freaking Callan, the hot sauce king pin of them all. Yeah.